Hi again, everybody. So, welcome back to another special announcement here at Black Rowan. If you guys have been in the store lately, and if you guys haven't been in the store, come on in. We have this. This is our new Goblin Supervisor. However, we have not had a name for him yet. We asked you guys to go ahead and submit your guys' names for us for his name. So, the winner of that little contest, the top name, is Nawork Kalb. For those of you who are curious on, well, where did that name come from? It is Black Rowan backwards. So, very smart, very brilliant. Thanks to everyone for voting on a new name for our new Goblin Supervisor. Come on in, come take a look, and I will see you guys in a second for Magical Kitties Save the World. Again. But I remembered to unmute it this time. Hi, everybody. I think that's the right one. Yeah, I'm far enough here. So, how's it going, everyone?
So close.
I know, it is close. It's kind of claustrophobic, isn't it? Having the world stare at you as you're sitting there playing a game. It's fun, isn't it?
If you guys haven't noticed, I'm in the DM seat today, which
Yes,
is well,
we
GM.
GM, it's all the same thing. So, we are doing a game, Magical Kitties Save the Day. As you've noticed, I'm over here in the corner. Christine is joining us today. That way. So we're all going to go ahead and learn how to play this game. This game is an RPG in a box for 2 to 7 players. It says it takes about an hour. As you can see, we have not even opened the box yet. We are just trying to learn it in its entirety.
Hence
Look
the
at that.
scissors.
Yep. Totally not for any other reason. So, what an RPG in a box is for some of us who've seen D&D,
What is an
Pathfinder.
RPG?
An RPG is a role-playing game.
Yes.
That's a great place to start.
Yeah, don't shorten anything.
Start at the very beginning.
An RPG, start at the very beginning. An RPG is a role-playing game where usually you all are taking on a different character, a different persona, and you're acting through a series of story settings trying to fix something. Typically, the most common one that we see is D&D. If you've seen Stranger Things, D&D played a central role in that. If you're trying to think of another campaign, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, those are basically D&D games. That is the basis of all modern RPGs, really. I don't think that's too much of a stretch to say. Now, they are the typical standard RPG, like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, Starfinder, stuff like that. Those are typically a very involved game. Typically, you're going to be making a character for about an hour or two beforehand. There's a lot of math, a lot of dice involved. It usually has a bit of a higher age limit, or a higher age entry. These RPGs in a box are typically a little bit easier to get into. The characters are all pre-made, they're already in the system, or it's a very, very streamlined character creation.
We don't know which one
We don't
this
know
is.
what this one is yet. We have just got the box. We want to try it out.
So it's for all ages.
Yeah.
It says 6 plus years for 2 to 7 players, and it's only an hour to 2 hours long. This looks like it says 50 full color character sheets, so it looks like we're gonna need to make the characters.
Okay. But a character creation
I
first.
also want to throw out, so this is also Atlas Games, and they also do the Once Upon a Time.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
them.
So,
Okay.
yeah, the
Little-
one that we have on the kids
Yeah.
section with all the different things. So it's again another fun storytelling game.
So if you guys got any questions as we're going through this, for myself, for Naomi, as she is going to be running this one, Christine, myself, whoever.
We're here to
We're
prove
here-
that those. I've never played a role playing game of any kind,
And I've never.
and she's never GM. So we're here to prove you can do it.
So that's why I'm over here as the distraction of this game.
The consultant.
I'm not even going to do that.
Terrifying.
Look at that look in her eye. She was scared. Okay, let's go ahead and pop it open. See what we got.
That is scared, but that's okay.
No. Look how thick this is.
It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe that's just. That is a pretty picture.
It's
Yeah.
very. The artwork's amazing.
Kitties.
I know what those are.
The adventures, and these are the character sheets.
Oh, and this company also does Gloom. Have you ever played
Oh,
Gloom?
really?
Atlas Games does all the Gloom. Yeah. And I didn't tell Noel, but I actually kickstarted the Gloom expansion Gloom Year.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Seeing what it was about. Personally,
So that's it.
That's it. I
The
don't.
store kickstarted it.
I
It
don't
was very
know.
minimal.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
happy about this, so we make sure we get the good deal.
I did. It had
These
a
are really
retail.
pretty.
And
So
just because it has a retail doesn't mean it's a good retail.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's Gloom. That was one of our starter games, early games.
look at this artwork.
Yeah,
Show it
it's
up
amazing.
on
I
that.
love the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon. That dragon.
Dragon was
That,
amazing.
that cat. That cat's terrified. All right.
I want magical puppies.
Magical puppies, yes.
Person
Wait, we
that
need
made-
that. What is that other one about? The adventures, dog adventures? It's like D&D with dogs.
Oh,
yeah,
Pugmire.
I'm gonna get that.
No, there is
No.
Pugmire.
No, there's
which is
another
a-
one that's by not Stonemason Games.
Stonemaier.
Stonemaier Games. Stonemaier Games. We're gonna definitely be getting that. Thank you.
Everybody's just sitting here watching this game. All right.
I was more intrigued by the person that made this make Gloom.
I know, right?
If you haven't played Gloom, it's super cool because the cards are clear and different effects stack on top. So you have a family and you're trying to kill them off while everybody else is trying to keep them alive so they can kill their own family off. So it's a little backwards than
And
it is, but it's funny.
Whoever's family is the most miserable at the end wins.
Yes.
So anyway, back to Magical
Atlas
Kitties.
Amazing.
We're just trying to say that Atlas Games is very creative.
Back to the original. All right.
And
So
they do amazing artwork.
yes. So what do I do?
So, How to Be a Magical Kitty is actually really funny to read. It says you have to keep your magic hidden from humans. You pick your human even when it seems like the human picked the kitty, which I'm hoping explains this. You want to help your human. You want to you can understand humans, but they cannot understand you. You can understand other animals, and they can understand you too. So it helps with who you can talk to. You can read human writing, but it's difficult and you often get it wrong. You have a special spot in your home that humans cannot reach. This spot lets you get in and out of your home without being seen. And you must keep your magic hidden from all humans, apart from the small number of humans who already know, which is, for example, these humans often can understand you, and it's okay to use your magical powers in front of them.
Okay. So it's just a general. Instead of classes, it's just a couple general rules everyone has
And
to
you have
follow.
to keep your
Stuff secret.
stuff. So like, if something's happening with your human right there, you can't use your powers to fix it.
Yes.
Unless your human's looking the other way.
And then you can. Yeah.
Oh, you want to deal with that?
Yeah, but you gotta do everything in your at all costs. You have to keep your
Cap your powers secret. What's
You're Superman basically. Put on your
I'm
glasses.
assuming this is the
Oh.
module we run.
This is our map. This is
River City.
City, yes.
River City.
When you open the game, so under the rule books was the big adventure. Oh, this action-packed comment is also a full episode for one player. This is called a solo adventure. You open it up now, and you'll be able to create your magical kitty and go to an amazing adventure that will also teach you the basics of playing the game. So this seems to be just if you want to play by yourself, which is interesting. I've never seen a role-playing game that did that.
There are a few.
couple in a box that do that, but
There's
it's
some books over there that are solo games.
Yeah.
Solo RPGs too.
Okay, so we're gonna need a pencil and paper to track details, and we have dice.
Let's open the dice. They have paws on them.
do they?
They have kitty paws.
Do they?
Oh no, these don't. You have to get the expansion dice. They don't have the kitty paws. I'm totally bummed.
So I can only find 2 pens, which means TJ, you need to share.
I might have a pen on my computer.
On the office.
The extended
yes.
office.
Never mind, TJ, you're fine.
Yeah, not to share. I mean, I'll share because I gotta be a good role model on the stream.
Sure.
All right, so we have these then. It's
So-
fun. What is?
What?
It's the Roomba
Oh.
Okay.
talking.
Did you break the Roomba?
Oh,
No, he stopped over there and didn't come back and talk.
All right.
So it's basically just saying most of this is dialogue. You have to talk to each other to get through the game.
Okay.
Which makes sense. It has an example. The GM, you hear moaning from behind the grate of a nearby vent cover in one of the rooms. One of the players. Player 1, I bet it's a ghost. Let's check it out. Player 2, eek, a ghost. Tiger hides. Player 3, I want to use my telekinesis to open the grate with my mind. And GM, great. You usually push out the cover from its clip and falls on the floor.
Okay.
When your kitties do something easy, like opening a vent cover with its magical powers to help, you do not need to spend the time rolling dice. Save that for things that matter.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll dice for every action, as long as it's easy.
As long as it's easy. Okay, that's fine. So, all right. Characters then.
I don't know. It says when to roll, tip success, talents, bonuses, flaws, all the dice.
Bonuses. Can I see the character sheets real quick?
Yes.
Let's see.
Flaws, kitty treats. At the start of each episode, you get kitty treat tokens from the game box equal to kitty treats value on your character sheet. You can give one to the DM during the game to roleplay any of your dice. Avoid taking an injury, boost your magic powers, and add something beyond your kitty's control. Why are you showing me?
The flaws, the talent, the magic power, and the flaw.
Yes.
That's all right there.
Okay.
All right. So,
You read that real quick.
okay. So for these, the character sheets, what they are,
Making your kitty.
making
There it
your
is.
character sheet, is the kitty name, player name.
You want to put that under the...
If it'll reach, yeah. Here, let's see if we can do that.
You're sideways.
Yeah. All right. So this is what the character sheet is. Let me actually.
So you can see it. Grab one so you can read it.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. If you want to go ahead and hold that out there. So, oh, it's even got all the descriptions right here. So there's the kitty name and the player name up at the top. Then you have the kitty description right there, which is going to be, what does your cat look like? Personality, history. So be a little creativity right there. Then we have the talent. Hello.
Or I think the talent was before. Or-
Talents are under, 11, that's why. Talent. Talent is something your kitty is good at, whether it's a natural gift or a skill that you get from lots of practice. Unlike magic powers, talents are things that can happen in the real world, although some might be a stretch for non-magical kitties. Talents are more specific than attributes, and usually only come into play a few times per episode.
You want me to rip these out?
Yeah, that's gross. Okay.
We do actually sell the character sheets separately, so if someone were to run out,
Oh,
Run out,
nice.
yeah.
so back in.
Okay, cool. So it looks like what we're going to have here. All right. So we have, let's start at the very top then. So cute, cunning, and fierce. Let's start there.
You want to just go in the, the order it has?
We can.
Because that's just your kitty name. You just pick a name.
I have,
A pen.
thank you. Kitty name. I will be completely unoriginal.
So this, because...
Spot?
Oliver.
Okay, I'm ampersand.
Okay. Name. Done.
Hometown is going to be River City.
Hometown. Where is that at?
Right under, I don't know. It doesn't say. Okay. It doesn't say.
Okay,
oh,
well,
it's on the back. Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a back? Oh, I see. Hometown.
So
River City.
because this is where it's taking place, and there are different modules, so
Correct.
it'd be different for each module.
And we do have 3 additional modules available.
Okay.
Um,
One's alien invasion.
ooh, nice. So number 3 is on the front of the page, kitty description. What do you look like? History. How old is your kitty? And personality. What is your kitty like? Are they grumpy? Do they have a way of seeing the world? You may also want to just jump in and start playing and fill this one out as you see who your kitty becomes. So there's no set.
Okay, so
You
this is
don't
all
have,
character
yeah,
creation.
it's character
Okay.
creation. You don't have to have this part, the description. The appearance, yes, you need, so you know what you look like, but the
Okay.
personality and the history you can kind of wait on. If you really want, you can draw your kitty up in the top right corner.
Oh, okay.
That's what the big blank white spot is for.
All right.
Okay. Kitty treats in level,
Kitty treats.
write down that your kitty has an
Owie.
owie limit of 2. Owie.
Limit 2. Okay.
Okay.
that shows how hard it is for you to get hurt. They start with 2 kitty treats, so you write 2. Then you take 2 kitty treats from the box. And then you write down 1 in the box for your level. So we're just following this.
Yep.
I'm sure you can do different ones.
Okay.
Attributes: cunning, cute, and fierce.
You are cute. You are cunning. You are fierce. You are a magical kitty, and it's time to save the day.
And,
Oh, I get it now. But I are fierce.
so it
See
doesn't
the
say
picture?
how. I think you have to.
Next
Here
page.
it is. No, it is. You roll your dice based on your values.
Next page.
Oh, it tells you? Haha. Oh, I see. So, each kitty starts with 1 attribute that has a value of 3, 1 with a value of 2, and 1 with a value of 1. You can choose either of these for yourself or roll 1 die and look at the table below.
So I have 1, a 2, and a 3.
Yes.
To split amongst those 3 traits.
And
okay.
if you
Does that
can't
mean
fit,
that the higher number means you're more of that than the others?
yes.
Or?
Okay.
If you want to do more random, you can roll a dice, and there's a really cool chart. Oops, wrong way. Really cool chart right here that lets you determine which one is which.
Let's do that real quick. I'll do that one for mine. Where's my
Dice.
random?
You just one dice.
Right.
So you got a 3. So you got 2 cute, 3 cunning, and 1 fierce.
I went with 1 cunning, 2 fierce, and 3 cute.
Okay.
Because you get more human treats that way.
Oh, do you?
Treats from humans. For
Okay. So what? So is that what each one does? So cute. What do
That's
these?
what I was reading before.
Okay. But so we have our things now. So what do they do?
Yeah. So cute describes how appealing your kitty is, and you use it for social interactions. Your kitty can use cute to get humans to feed her, to befriend a strange kitty, or cheer up a sad friend.
Aw.
Cunning. This describes how smart and tricky your kitty is, and it also uses the task that you need patience or awareness. Your kitty can use cunning to find a good hiding spot and outwit a dog, or to prey a human machine. That's terrifying. Kitties also make a cunning check anytime they can try to read human writing.
Okay.
And then fierce describes how strong, quick, and courageous your kitty is, and is used in most physical tasks. Your kitty can use fierce to catch a mouse, win a race, or leap on the back of a terrible monster.
Okay. So cute is for interacting with others. Cunning is for thinking through a problem, and fierce is for the physical problems.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of cats that can operate human devices, one time we were sitting downstairs.
Story time.
Yeah, story time. I'm gonna do this real quick because I love doing this. One time we were sitting downstairs in our family room. We were watching something that had the light on, right? And my other black cat, Kit, he was just in a chair that we have below the light switch. And all of a sudden we see him jump on the top of it, and he started patting the switch, and he turned the light off. And we were all terrified that this was just a new thing. He only did it the one time, thankfully, but we were terrified he was going to start doing that some more. Yeah, come like middle of the night. Anyway.
So next is talents.
Okay.
Something your kitty is good at, whether it's a natural gift or skill from a lot of practice. Unlike magical powers, talents are usually things that happen in the real world, although some might be a stretch for non-magical kitties.
Okay.
Talents are more specific than attributes and are usually only come into play a few times per episode. You can either choose your talent, or you can roll on the table on page 13. Roll 2 dice to get a 2-digit number. For example, a 5 on the first die and a 6 on the second would be a 56 on the table. So
I actually know that system. Okay.
So we'll do that one.
Let me do that one. So what it means, instead of adding it, you roll one at a time, and it's. So let's go ahead and give an example. So in this case,
roll
we have.
one.
Roll here so we can see here.
It's right here.
Can you see it?
2. Yes, you can see it right here. So like I'm gonna roll 1 dice. That's
Which
a
is a
3. So it's gonna be 36.
So 36 is musical. You are talented at singing and playing musical instruments.
So, is this the chart? Is just like one way to do this if you can't come up with something yourself?
Well, you can
There's
you can pick. It says you can pick it, or you can just roll it so you have a more random character.
Okay.
I personally like rolling because you get more unique characters that way. But if you want, you can read through it and pick.
Well, I think if kids were playing, this would be way easier, less intimidating. Or for those of us who have no idea what they're doing.
That's fine.
Intimidating. Okay, so here I'm gonna roll 2.
Yeah.
One rolling. That's
40.
a 4.
3.
43. So yours is night vision. The night is your friend. You can easily see where you are going, even in total darkness.
I feel that should be a. What does musical do again?
You are talented at singing or playing musical instruments. You're the bard, sweetie.
Wait, what's my cunning?
Hard.
Oh, I'm cute. It works.
So basically,
But you're also cunning.
in D&D terms, it means he's a bard and she has night vision. So, dark vision. Okay.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm so proud.
Shush
You're
you.
the bard?
No, that she was using D&D terms.
Aww.
I pay attention. Okay, step 5 is the flaw. It's another unique thing that makes your kitty. It's another thing that makes your kitty unique. It also makes the story more interesting, and you can earn kitty treats. As with talents, you can either choose your flaw or roll randomly. Let's
Yeah.
roll randomly. Again, it makes it for
Okay,
more.
that makes this way, instead of having to read through every. Oh, what's this one? No, you just roll for it.
Roll, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it.
There's
Okay.
some really good ones in here.
Yeah.
So.
So it's replayable. In
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Because there's so many different variations. Yeah.
Yep. Everything is RNG, which I love. Random number
Is this
generation.
a one at a time thing?
Yep.
Yes. So.
That's a 20. That's a 2.
2.
It was a 2.
Yep.
And a 6.
26.
Gullible.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You're not even in this game.
You are too innocent and trusting. You believe just about anything someone tells you.
Okay, so I am no longer a grumpy old cat.
Yeah, so sometimes it helps to roll the flaws and
Yeah.
stuff
First.
before you do the descriptions.
Okay, here we go.
So
20.
2.
2.
Oh.
It wasn't the same thing.
Forgetful. Often you don't remember important information.
Hey, it's just like me in real life.
Wow, so I don't even have to roleplay this. That's great.
Right? Exactly. You know.
So we have a gullible kitten and a forgetful kitten. This is gonna be great.
Isn't it great?
What?
Huh?
My problem is I'm forgetful out of game, so.
No. Yeah.
So, and then the last is magical powers. Again, you can either pick it or you can do the chart. We'll do the chart.
All right, so that's why this book is so thick. We've already gone through a decent chunk of it, and
Yes.
we've already done with the characters almost.
Almost.
30. 5.
5. Mind transfer. You can take control of another non-human creature that you can see. Your own body lies unconscious, so you're in danger of being attacked.
Okay. Okay.
1,
12.
2, 12.
Bouncing when jumping or being thrown against a surface, you bounce off like a rubber ball. What?
I can see the gloom effect.
Boing. Yeah. Sick humor.
Okay.
Okay.
Choose your
I have
human.
night vision and bouncing. That's fantastic. But I won't remember any of it in the morning. So
So you're just drunk the whole
forgetful.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have our talent, our magical power, and our flaw.
Yep. Okay. Now on the back side is where you pick your human.
Do I roll for it?
You can come up. Hold on. So it looks like you name the human. You have the description of the human, and then the human has problems.
Okay.
So
I'm going to be funny.
hold on. The problems are on a chart.
Okay, so we're gonna roll.
Oh yeah. Okay. So my human's name is Naomi.
Oh gosh. Gosh. Every problem has a rank. You start with 4 ranks of problems. Then you write your character sheet. You can Then you write your character sheet.
Yeah, pick 4.
Okay.
So, what are 4?
Um.
4 problems.
And
Yeah, I'm trying to not sing the song right now.
yeah. Me
song?
too. And that aren't one.
Yeah, 99. Instead of 4, in 99 we had 4. It's nice. For those of you who are just popping in or skipping around the video at a later date, we are currently playing through Magical Kitties Save the Day. This is a beginner RPG in a box, a role-playing game in a box by Atlas Games. We are currently just finishing up the character sheet. Looks like we've only been doing this for about 3 or 4 minutes or so, or 30 minutes or so. And we're almost done with the character creation. So this is supposed to be an RPG, like a beginner RPG. Like, hey, your kid wants to play D&D, but you don't know how to play it. That's fine. Just pop this one open, kind of walk through the first steps of how do you make a character, how do you role play a very nice, very colorfully done RPG. I actually really do like the artwork on it, and it's just the hilarious. It's great. I love it already. All right.
Oh, okay. So I read that wrong.
Okay.
Your human starts with 4 ranks of problems that you write onto your character sheet. That can either be one big problem with a rank of 4, or several smaller problems with the total rank of 4. The rank of human problems show how hard it is to solve. And then it has a chart on page 35. Rank 1, defeated in a single episode. Rank 2, lasts a couple of episodes before beating. Rank 3, takes several episodes to work. And rank 4, spans many episodes or whole series.
Episode. Oh, that's the
So-
sessions.
Yeah. So it looks like it's this is being built for a long campaign.
Okay,
Cool.
that makes sense. Oh, short sessions.
So shorter section.
Well, that's lame.
Your human your
For
human
you.
Yeah, for me,
we'll
yeah.
Go for 6 and 8 hours.
8 hours. That was a
Yeah.
great game. What a great game.
humans struggle with endless problems, and you are free to suggest any problem for your kitty's chosen human. If you're looking for an idea, you can roll on the tables below to find the source of your human's problem and the emotion they're feeling about it. You still need to figure out exactly what the problem is, but it should point you in the right direction.
So I can randomly roll for a problem as well.
Yes.
What do I roll for problems?
Roll 1 die.
3.
Family.
Yep. Family.
Roll a second die,
2.
and then roll it again.
22.
Scared.
Family and scared.
Okay.
And what's the rank?
I don't know how to.
Okay.
You rank, the total of the ranks has to be total 4. So you
Yeah,
can
I don't know
rank
how
one,
to
one,
figure
one.
that out.
Okay, that's fine.
You wanna?
Let me try. Let me take a look at it. So
Yeah.
this might be a little bit.
Because I don't understand how it ranks. It's definitely interesting, and I like how it's laid out so far. It is a lot of reading. But
Well, not really. Most of this has been tables for randomly rolled dice.
well, no, it has a lot of tips in there, so
Yeah.
that's good. It's laid out very basic for a new DM, which is good because I am not a good
And so if you had it ahead of time, you could kind of glance over, read all that
glance
stuff
over,
and still
read
be
it.
ready.
Yeah, I still need to read because this is just the character creation. That is the main. Other way. That is the main episode, is what they're calling it. I think.
There's something about dinosaurs in here. It's kind of exciting.
There's dinosaurs. There's foes. There's
Okay, I see what this is. So these are, consider this the ranks to be how many your character's goals. So it's my kitty's goals right now for my human. I'm trying to help my human, and I might also be trying to help the town. That's something the DM has to look at, the GM has to look at. But right now, Naomi is scared of something in the family. They're scared about something with the family.
Yes. So do you
That-
want
Ready? I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
More fun that way.
4? So friend/enemy. It doesn't say which. Just
That's
as
both. Frenemy.
frenemy. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and then 1 and then 2, right? Okay, 4, 1.
41.
I don't know how to say that.
Apathetic.
Apathetic.
Ah.
I mean, it makes sense if it's an enemy.
cat. Your human is apathetic about a friend.
A friend. If it's about a friend, then that's more of a problem. But
Oh, that's terrible. Family scared.
oh, okay. So the rest of this is just describing your magical powers in more detail. So if you don't understand the small description, see this has. Let's see, bouncing, because you did bouncing.
That's it right there. That's gotta be it right there.
No, that's flying.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. Bouncing. When jumping or being thrown against a surface, you bounce off it like a rubber ball. You may roll up into a ball or blow up like a balloon to help make this happen. This won't stop you from getting hurt if you fall from an extreme height or are thrown with super strength, but it does prevent owies off from normal bounces. Bonus features.
Don't cats always land on their feet? How am I bouncing?
I don't know.
Yes.
Bonus-
I'm a dog person. I don't know either.
Bonus features, endless fall. You can fall from any height or be thrown with any amount of force or bounce from off the ground without suffering an owie or injury. This means the GM can inflict an owie as a complication from falling or being thrown, even if you roll a failure when using your powers. So, I don't know if you have the bonus features right now.
Mm-mm.
I think that's something you get when you level up.
Yeah, it's at level 2.
And then hyper bounce. Sounds interesting. In addition to simply bouncing off a surface, you can gain speed as you bounce. The more you bounce, the faster and faster you go. You can't go quite as fast as someone with a super speed power, but if you can line up enough bounces, you can get pretty close.
Okay, so that's all that is.
That is
All right.
it. And what was yours?
For my superpower, my magical power is mind transfer.
Mind transfer.
So-
that was-
Let's hear about that.
That'll probably level up as we get going.
Mind transfer. You can project your mind into a creature, not a human, that you can see and take control of their body. You can only control one creature at a time while your own body lies helpless. Bonus features. Human transfer. You can take control of humans. Mental projection. You don't need to be able to see a subject to take control of their body. You can mentally scan for creatures within a city block of you and try to control any creature in that range. And mob mortality, you can slip your soul. You can split your consciousness, taking control of many as 6 different
Horcrux.
creatures. Yeah.
No.
At the same time.
No, but yes.
No,
All right.
So
it's
I
better.
have to relate it to things I understand.
It's better than Horcrux, because the Horcrux
Yes.
are just docile.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought about this. I think I understand what the problem is supposed to be. So it's supposed to be like how many, basically think about like a side quest that we have to do.
You are
So
supposed to be helping
I'm supposed to be doing something with helping my human to be less scared about family
Yes.
stuff.
I still doesn't help with what rank that is.
Because I can have 4-1 or 1-4
Yeah,
or
but
2-2s.
It doesn't.
So I can keep going down that list.
Oh, okay.
This says the humans are going to go missing.
That's an even bigger problem then.
Yes. The humans, don't notice the terrible troubles that threaten their quiet rural town. Of course, that's because they're protected by magical kitties, on constant alert against mystical mischief. So, when their humans go missing, it's only a matter of time before the kitty crew comes looking for them. Their search leads to the public library run by a witch and filled with dangerous portals home.
Alright, so that was something that we should know as the
We're trying
players.
to bring our humans home and save the day.
That's something we wouldn't know as the humans. Yeah, I wasn't trying to read that because I didn't want to know what this was. That's more for the DM.
This is?
Yeah, that's not for us.
Okay.
Alright, so I think we have the character creation made.
Yeah, the rest of this is just rules on how to go about it, how to fight monsters and what monsters there are, and basic. This is actually really cool. I just found this. It's a GM adventure reference. So it's if you have I can write down their names, their owie limit, how many kitty treats they have, cute, cunning, fierce, talent. So I don't have to keep asking them.
Do you want to make copy of that so you can write on it?
I should be fine for right now. I'll just ask you. I'll just have to ask you. But yeah, it's really interesting. So this would be good to have multiple copies of. And then on the other side are just basic tips.
Oh. Okay. I was just reading what the kitty treats do.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I have to pick. Basically.
Yeah. So while you go over that, let me go over what I'm reading on the character sheet right now for the mechanic wise, right? While you kind of worry about the DMing.
About how character sheets work.
So right now, what Naomi's doing is she's just going over and reading through the campaign. What that means is it's just a matter of you got to learn, like, kind of as the. And I'm more talking to the parents, looking at it more than the kids. What the kids got to understand is how this sheet works. What the DM needs to worry about is kind of like the world that it is. So Naomi's right now reading and learning what the world is that we're going to be in. We are not going to know anything about that. We're going to be told some stuff, but we should not be going into this game knowing the backstory about what's going on. That usually kind of helps.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. That usually helps us kind of like more problem solve better and not really know what's going on. So right now, I'm going to kind of start looking at these mechanics on the sheet. It looks like a lot of what's supposed to happen is on the sheet. So starting off with the front, the owies actually will hinder how many, what are they called? I'm sorry. The owies will limit how many dice you can roll. So a check is usually done with dice, obviously. If you have an owie, it reduces the number of dice. So if you would add one, you would actually, like, and you had an owie, if you had did a check on something that involved 2 dice, and you had 1 owie, you'd only roll 1. So right now we don't start with any owies. Kitty treats.
What's the limit mean then?
Limit means we can only have 2 owies, or we have a problem. I will figure that out in a second.
Okay.
I would assume it just simply means that we just basically can't. The kitty treats are the most broken mechanic I have ever seen in a game. Kitty treat. Spend 1 kitty treat to reroll any or all dice for 1 check. Avoid taking an injury. Use a magical power bonus feature you don't have once. Add something to the story beyond your kitty's control. So these are basically a I will do what I want token. It rewards creativity among the players. So for your kid, if you're playing it, this you'll be able to just do these however you need to. If that makes sense.
Just lets them be creative.
Yeah, lets them be creative. Completely fine. The owies stuff, let's see here. Okay, so how the owies work, it's not an owie, I was a little bit wrong on that. When the new owie is greater than the owie limit, you add an injury. You get +1 injury. So if I have 3 owies, I would get 1 injury. If I had 4 owies, I'd have 2 injuries. Because my owie limit right now is 2.
Okay.
So, and then once I go higher than that, it's 3, and then after that, we just start having some serious problems. Basically, so why that matters is because how the checks work. So it looks like basically that's the number that you can use. So on the back here, it says, how do I roll checks?
What is a check?
A check is, so we're trying to do something, I'm trying to, let's say I'm trying to do something mind related. So I'm trying to figure out how to read the human writing, or I'm trying to figure out, I need to figure out how to get through this puzzle, or not that, or like I need to think my way through this. I would roll my cunning check.
Okay.
So I would roll 3 dice because my cunning is 3.
Okay.
+1 or +4 dice for cunning, cute, or fear. So I would just roll 3 for that. +1 for your talent once per scene, +2 for your magic power once per scene, and +1 die for an earlier success. So if I did a cunning thing and then on a related note for something else mind related, I get another 1. That's what that last one means. And then -1 die per injury. So like I said, every owie over 2 in our case.
Gotcha.
Now let me go ahead and confirm that thing with these checks, but I think that's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. So I get basically we will be able to at one point. Yeah, okay. We will be able to at one point do that. It will go up to 3 max. Let's see, what else do we do? So harder to do something to hide the difficulty you can't. Usually it's 4. Okay, so that's something that Naomi needs to kind of know. Typically, a normal check is 4. Easier can be lower, or it can be higher. You do that based on the dice, and if you roll a number of successes. Number of successes decides how well you do. So let's say I do something, a cunning check 3, right? I'm going to go ahead and roll these dice, right? I have 2 successes. So it determines how well I did. And if I do at least... So basically on that, I get 2 successes. So that would go down to this purple table right here. So I got 2 successes. I do it just like I hoped, and I deal 1 ally if I was trying to, like if I was in combat, right? If I had no successes... So if I had no successes, I don't do what I want, and I might have a complication, which is something that Naomi would figure out what to do with us. Okay.
You're going to confuse me between Naomi and your name, Naomi.
Yeah.
I can't do your name backwards.
No.
No.
Please don't.
I say River. All right. So. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't think that part through. But anyway, that's how the mechanics on this is going to work.
Okay.
It's going to be I roll. Okay, so I'm gonna have to roll 3. You know, and Naomi will tell me that. What am I rolling? Oh, I have to make a fierce. Now that's my problem for me as a character. If I have to make a 1 fierce check, I'm not going to do it, and I have a complication. But if I have a 3, if I'm really good at cunning, that's 2 successes, or more or less. All right. So what's going on? What's going on? So that's how the mechanics of it work.
Okay.
So I've read the actual adventure, but I'm trying to figure out how these problems go into the adventure.
What's up?
Hold on.
Oh, I can't know the adventure. That's right.
Yeah, so you can't know the adventure.
How does it start? That's one of the things. Let's just start, because one of the things, if you try to start a campaign knowing everything, it might not work. And this game seems to be really designed at we're going to just get in and learn as you go. All it was you roll 3 dice, you figure out stuff, and that's it.
So on this module, all of this is information on different problems and things that can come up throughout the game, and then this is the actual playthrough adventure.
Oh, it's easy. Okay.
It starts off with background and tells you how to hook and start your adventure.
I sunbathe.
So I'm looking at the map, and there's numbers all over.
Those are
the place.
for-
That's the locations.
Yeah.
So
So she knows where.
Yep.
that is actually over here in it, just describing the town.
Yep.
So the numbers correlate with.
But we can find them. So if you say
Yeah.
Google dump this number or whatever,
Yeah.
we'll go find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it easy.
I cast fireball.
We're outside.
Okay.
Oh, not for long. See, the thing is,
What?
Makes me bounce. I bounced off the wall, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
What's up?
Let me see. I think they're suggesting which problem to use for your first run through.
Okay, that's fine.
I think But I don't.
For those of you who are just hopping in right now, we're currently starting up the game of Magical Kitties Save the Day, a beginner RPG in a box made for ages 6 and up. We have just made our characters, kind of went over combat. Naomi is still currently running through the campaign specs.
Trying to.
No, you are. It's fine. So this is designed to be played by kids, kind of as a first RPG. Designed to be run by parents as well, so that everyone kind of know. It's very simple. You don't have to have ever played a role-playing game before to play this. We made our characters in once we started walking through it, we learned it in 30 minutes. Kind of spent another 20 understanding how the mechanics worked.
Oh, okay. This book is for multiple game sessions.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate.
It's one.
It
is 7 pages for a campaign.
It's 7 for one episode. Well, there's 4 scenes per adventure,
Okay.
and then the whole adventure is supposed to be an episode.
Okay, so the meaning of that is that basically you're going to be sitting down and playing this game 4 different times. Is what it's designed for.
Or there are 4 different places you can be.
Yeah.
It depends on how you want to break it up. If it's going too long, you can just cut off at the end of the scene and pick it up at the beginning of the next scene. Or if you're feeling good, you can start the next scene and try and finish the episode. But the reason this is a thing is because the ranks depend on tell you how long a problem is, and the problem is per episode, not per scene.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So to put that into maybe other terms that might help, basically instead of looking at it from session by session, the book is 7 pages for a campaign. If you know anything about RPGs, that is ridiculously little information for any campaign. Curse of Strahd is the most well-known D&D campaign, and that thing is like a 150, 200-page book. Has all the information, all those details. This is a very, very, very light campaign to be played over several days or weeks even, depending on how often you want to get with your kids on it.
So we're going to try and get through the first scene and then see how we are. Okay.
Are there
Cast
any
Fireball.
comments? I only asked
No,
because-
not yet. Just it was Irene saying
So-
hello.
Hi, Irene.
It's been
She's still there.
nope.
And because Eric and Tiffany bought this game
Okay.
and have played it and they really enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
that's cool. And they're very experienced RPG
Yeah.
players. So
Sit there, play.
Eric likes playing animals. So that's
I remember his little squirrel thing that went.
yes, this
Oh my lord, got silly with his art. Yeah, got stories about that when we reopened, everybody. So
Awesome,
we got
yes.
plenty of stories for that. Let's go ahead and just hop into it then. So does it say what we
Okay,
have to be
Ariana,
doing to
alert.
start?
Well, I'm just giving you, it just says to give you information.
All right, that's fine.
So, both of you roll a dice, because it says 1 human, so I have to pick who's human. Okay. It's the higher dice.
It is. I know.
Okay, so it's basically saying, oh no, your human's missing. And
Where's my food?
well, your human is missing, and your human's family doesn't even seem to notice that they're missing. It's almost as if they have never existed in the first place.
Okay, you're gonna have to go back where this is an RPG designed for kids, because I would not run that one usually. Okay. Human? Human.
So
Didn't
hold
I
on.
have one? Didn't you have one?
So you get to you can investigate to try and figure out where they might have gone. And I don't know how to do that.
So does it give you a check that I have to pass on there? It should usually give you something like that.
It says if you can investigates the matter, there are 3 clues that points them towards the location.
And how? So yeah, I mean, go back. Remember when it said it mattered? You make the rolls. What am I doing right now? I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna look around the house then.
Yeah.
What do I see? Where's human? Human. Human. So what's throwing her off right now is that typically in all the other RPGs we've ever done, I would need to make a roll for this kind of thing. But that's not telling her I need to make a roll.
You have to investigate.
So I have to physically say what I am doing.
Yes.
So this is on the player's part right now. There is a thing that has to happen, and I have to basically say what needs to happen. I have to figure it out. That's part of the role-playing aspect. So I want to go look around for my human.
Don't you want to go and get a friend to help you find it first?
And that's called railroading. Yes, I'm going to do that. Hey, my human's missing. Help me find him.
I'll always who?
My human. Wait, does it say that
I'm
cat's name?
forgetful. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm forgetful.
yeah, my human. That tall, blonde hair. My human, the one that feeds us.
I love to help everybody. You're my friend.
Yay! Let's go find it.
Okay.
All right,
So you're gonna look around
I'm
where?
gonna go look around my house.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you notice that an overdue library book, what that was in their room, is no longer there anymore.
Ah,
Okay.
what could have happened to the library book?
Well, if the families that didn't exist, do they still exist?
The tree falls in the forest. Is that the? Are we existential right now?
Yeah. This is because you don't just pull that. That's my problem. I might be
The library
overcomplicating
book's
it.
gone, so maybe it.
Maybe they should go back to
Do
the
you keep
library.
Return, yeah.
Yeah, Occam's razor. Wait, maybe they just didn't exist at all to begin with, and something with the magic is, or they just went to the library. Oh yeah, that too.
Yes. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I mean,
I'm here to support you.
I would like to go and see if their pictures are still around the house, but I have a sneaking suspicion that's not actually in there.
Well, so as you're looking around, you see the photos, but as you also see one of your family members listening to their voice message. As you're listening, you hear your humans say that they are staying late at the library. They don't recognize the person listening can't recognize the voice, so they're confused and don't understand why this person was telling them that they were staying at the library. But you recognize. Oh,
I recognize the
Yeah.
voice. That's my human. Why don't they recognize
We're gonna-
human?
Well, right. There's that.
That's weird. Okay. Huh. Okay. I really don't like this is a better mystery than I usually run in my campaigns. I guess we're going to go to the library.
I will follow you.
What about your human? Is your human okay? Does it just say one human at a time?
Oh, well, I was actually just reading the tip.
Okay.
Have you noticed if your human is missing or not?
Did you
No.
forget you had a human?
Everybody's friend, and I'm supportive, and I say yes to things people ask me for. So, does my human live nearby? Not
Yeah,
my human.
you're next door neighbors.
Oh, cool.
So that's why you know each other.
And is mine missing in the same way that his is, or Oliver's is?
No. My human's name is River.
No, you're Oliver though.
I'm Oliver, yes.
That's what I said. Is my human missing the same way Oliver's human is missing?
As you look around, you notice your human isn't there either, and your family doesn't seem to remember them either.
Something strange is afoot in River City.
I like feet. I can trip them. So, should we go look for your
Are there
clues
any-
too? Maybe
I was
they're
gonna
both.
say, are there any, what clues can we find? And let's go next door to my house.
Yes.
Okay, this doesn't say any. I'm kind of GMing right
That's
now.
Yeah.
As you're looking around at your house, a magical crow that you talk to comes around, asking what you're gonna do, what you guys are doing.
Oh, that's the DM telling us to get a move on and go to the library.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's the DM
No, because
railroading us.
can I say what you? Because the three clues that it says is that there's an overdue library book that's gone missing. There's a magical ally of the kittens. It doesn't say who the magical ally is.
That's fine. You did that perfectly.
And they saw saw your humans at the library earlier. And then the voicemail. That's all the clues you get.
So if we,
Okay,
so the,
that's
yeah,
it.
so we're, I know, but so the other clue would have come like, sorry, I'm trying to learn the RPG.
No, you
No, it's fine.
But if we had said, hey, we're going to the library, then that would have given the ally a chance to say, hey, I think I saw your human at the library.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is what happened.
Or
yeah.
if you're saying I'm trying to find my human and like, oh, I saw them over there earlier.
Right. So this is. I feel like I'm having to go because the nature of this game is more of to get everybody, GM player, into it in a very very kid friendly set way. Yeah, this is a very gentle RPG. That's kind of what's messing with me right now.
Because you like things difficult.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's very much a you're trying to encourage. There's multiple ways to start the quest. There always has to be because you can never rely on the players, especially kids, to kind of like, oh, my human's missing. I'm going to go play with the yarn, right? Or I'm going to go be a cat, which is fine. That is completely what they are supposed to do.
And the GM has to
And the GM has to come in and kind of gently nudge them in the right direction.
Okay.
So, because I was like, oh, my human's missing, and I don't see, I rolled the thing, and there's no library book.
And
That-
one human is now also missing, so.
So let's go check the
Michael,
library.
start one first, please.
Yeah,
Okay, where's the library? What number is the library?
I would guess it's 1.
9.
That was
Here it
close.
is, right here.
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys don't have tokens or anything
Nope,
like that.
we don't need them.
All right.
Theater of the mind.
As you get to the library, it's quite late, as you only notice your people were missing around dinner time. As you look, you see that the library is actually closed. The doors are locked, but they can be pushed open from the inside. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. It pushed. Your doors are locked.
Okay, doors are
I was
locked.
gonna
Yep.
say, we're gonna have to see if there's another.
Well,
way
I'm
to
also
get
a cat. How am I supposed to open the doors?
So we have to go.
So we have to find a window or something to climb in. Okay.
Go exploring around the building.
Yeah, let's go exploring.
Or jump up on something.
Or I'm gonna tap on the door
Tap on the door.
and I'm gonna meow adorably.
Okay, you tap on the door.
What's the check?
There isn't one.
So
Because
that's
there's no one around.
okay. So those are actually up to you.
Yeah.
What
there's-
those checks are. 4 is normal, 3 is easy, and 5 is
But there's no one around. So, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So that didn't work.
So you guys go and explore.
Are there trees around the library? Can you climb up in a tree?
Yeah. Is there one by a window?
There's some trees here.
Yeah, you can see if any of the windows are open.
Oh, that's a fierce check, isn't it? To climb.
I can volunteer to climb because I'll just bounce if I fall.
I like that idea. Wait. Oh, there's no one around inside the library, is there?
Not that you can see.
Yeah, but we're looking for like an open window or something, right? What you're gonna say?
I really want to use. No, I want to use mind transfer.
You can't do that for humans.
Oh, it's cats only.
It's non-humans
Oh, okay,
only
I
until you
misunderstood that.
until you level up.
Still
Okay.
want to, but
Oh, yeah.
can't do it.
Because you can when you level up, you can do it for humans. But right now, you
No, I can't. Yep.
Okay,
We're still
no.
doing with cats. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to climb up a tree and see something.
well, since no one's there, they've locked all the windows.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
So
this the?
Are there any
Is this the?
basement doors around for us to sneak through?
well,
Get
you
in?
guys go back to the front and
Tap on the door.
well, what does the library have?
The book box.
Oh!
Yes.
I really don't like that. I know for a fact that these are puzzles for children. I also forgot what size I am.
You're
I'm a cat.
cat.
I'm a little cat.
You're
This
a
is
cat.
weird. Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Well, we're in the library now.
No, you know how to do
Oh.
it in the library.
We're gonna sneak in through the book drop.
Yeah, we
Yes.
are.
The slot is right next to the doors. It collects right into a bin, so you're now inside the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's a human? Wait, why is human in here?
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
Well, we don't know if human is in here, right?
Well, human was supposed to be in here. Where else would human be? But it's overdue book. And now we're going into that fun thing of character knowledge versus player knowledge. I would assume I know everything a human does. Maybe.
What?
That's the okay. So this I'm going into is how much would I know as the character?
Well, you know that they were reading a book and were staying at the library for a while because that's what
That's
you
what they called
heard.
it. That's what you overheard.
Yeah. Okay.
What the?
Did they
What's
come
up?
in a car?
So I would suggest whoever's going to GM to read the adventure first because it's hard to plan out while you're in the middle.
So while you're go ahead and read a little bit more. I'm just going to kind of talk about the GMing process. So as a player, we did a D&D session a while back in January for New Year's, and I did a lot of the prep time prior. We just cracked this open to start it. That was kind of how I was told you could play this one. And largely we have been able to do that. There is... and
Especially your experience, maybe, as a GM.
Yeah.
Because you've already
Yeah.
know how to do that.
So
Yeah.
the character, and I think I might be a little, like you said, I do prefer complicated games. This is very, very, very straightforward as terms of mechanics will go. If you have never picked up an RPG before, though, what she's saying, absolutely go ahead and before you even start it, read through the campaign setting. The actual setting's only about 7 or 8 pages long. And a lot of the stuff in the rule book are just reference material. You don't have to know everything in there. It just kind of helps you along. And mechanically, what I would do if you're kind of like learning this with your kids is sit down and open the box first, make your characters and kind of talk about it a little bit and see how they like it. Now, the base about the game is they need to know numbers up to 6 and know what numbers are bigger than the other numbers. That's it.
And the big words like apathetic, you'll have to
Yeah.
read it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is kind of cool. They give you examples on what you should say. So you don't have to read it word for word, but if you want to, it is there to help you as you're coming into the area.
Cool.
So, so this is really cool. So, because what it does, it sets up the area, and then it tells you what's in the area, and then it gives you some hints on what to do next. So, you enter a large. Sorry, my nose is congested today.
It's so allergy. Windy allergy day.
You enter a large chamber filled with rows of shelves, some public computers, and a service desk. This is the main floor of the lobby of the library, and in the center is a central display table with several large stacks in tiers. On this display are a couple dozen books of all different sizes and descriptions. These books are moving and talking. All the secretary...
The books are moving and talking.
You know how much it bugs me? This is a somewhat better campaign than anything
It's
I've
a
put
cat.
together. I know, that's adorable. Anyway.
I'm like, cats, it's moving.
Yeah.
Are the lights on?
You can see the dark.
I know.
Oh, I can't. Hang on.
On the sensory is downright disgraceful, says a hardcover book with the image of a butterfly on her front, in a shrill voice. Portal tomes are the most consequential discovery in this library's history. This knowledge ought to be shared. Some of you won't admit it, even if you had portal tomes.
Hey. Why are they talking? Why are the books talking? Do you think they've seen us?
No, as far as you can tell, the books are talking to each other.
So should we kind of like sneak around them? You guys can't hear me. Why am I whispering? Should we sneak around them?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm a cat, though. I want to swat at them if they're moving.
Do you
Probably
swat at
not
them?
a good idea.
Do you want to go pounce on them? You can.
I could bounce on them.
So how do you pounce on them? Because they're up on a display rack.
Oh, on the display?
On top of a stack of
Chairs?
there. In the center is a circle display table with several layers of stacks in tiers. So actually, it has a photo right here,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
right here. So that's where we are right
Oh.
now.
Just like, I'm a
Climate.
cat. I'm like, you don't want to talk to the books or you want to sneak around them?
You can go talk to them. I'm gonna wait.
Oh,
That's
because
weird.
I'm like friendly, so I'm everybody's friend and supportive. So
Oh, wait. I like being supported.
I'm cute.
I'm gullible.
Super cute. It's really hard to remember all the character names.
Yeah,
okay.
it's only 4 of them though, so it's
So
all
I'm
right.
gonna hop up on the display and like see what happens with the books.
So
I'm gonna stand by and
the
watch.
books look at you. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am Backyard Biology of Self by Sif. Oh, Krish.
By somebody.
Sif Harrison.
Okay, that's actually kind of jacked up that you got to read all that because I know you got.
I have dyslexia. This is a fun time for me.
Okay. Yeah.
She just keeps. Oh, I did not read that all the way.
He's aggressive. Do we have to roll for initiative?
As you get up there, and she says her name, she's like, someone to your left says, "Oh, new faces! What a relief!" Says a book titled "Young Poems." Before quickly adding, "No offense, Councilman. I'm sure your speech is very important." She turns back to all of you. "Welcome to our world, furry friends. Can we help you find something?"
My human.
Human.
I have my human is missing, and no one remembers my human.
So, Backyard Biology says, "Oh, you must mean the humans that come in, but never seem to leave."
Where did they?
Bugs me that this is better than my campaigns. Anyway.
We might actually have to buy this just for us.
I know, right?
So cute. It's I should say it's just $25. That's it.
And it's only this is only the beginning of you can even probably make your own campaigns based on this area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But like I said, there's 3 other adventure books.
Yeah.
So there's plenty. Hey, that's contagious. Okay.
What?
Contagious. The yawns are contagious.
Oh,
That's a cat
sorry.
thing, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Anyway, yes.
Where did the humans
Where do
stay?
they go?
Where do they stay?
Where do they
They
go?
don't leave.
Hold on.
That's fine.
Oh, so there's just more hints and things that each book's supposed to know. So I'm trying to make sure I'm.
You know everything. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. So the reading beforehand, but yeah, no, it's still. We're almost done with the session, aren't we?
This isn't even. We're nowhere near close to scene 2.
Okay, good.
Backyard Biology says, "Well, what does a human look like? I've observed every single human that's come in here today, so I probably can tell you if you're human."
Yeah, out of
or
character,
not.
looking at a mirror because I'm just lazy. I don't know.
Not out of character.
Not out of character. Okay,
No.
fine. Open your eyes. We're speaking too much.
I'm
Light blue
eyes.
eye. Yeah, I look gray from over here. I was confused for a second. Light blue. There. When
By the
when
way,
she
the
gets.
books are non-human.
Okay, you know what? No, because my human is that. So I describe River to them. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's one of the humans that I haven't seen leave. What are you? Are you looking for anyone?
I'm looking for my human too, so I'll describe Colonel Hashtag.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that never left either.
When they never leave, are we asking if they never leave, where do they go?
Where are humans at that don't
Where are
leave
these
then?
humans?
That means they're in the library somewhere, right? And what were you guys talking about before we got here then? Are they what?
So young poems. It's like, oh, I think I saw them in the child's room earlier today. I think they look like the humans you were describing. Again, so this is the display of.
The library, so you know what it looks like.
Yes. Unfortunately, there isn't one for the players to look at.
That's fine.
So I would have to describe where everything is, but the child's room is literally just down the hallway.
I guess we're
I'm
gonna.
gonna hop down.
I'm gonna say
Consult
that.
with my friend here.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go down there and check. That's weird that they don't leave. How? I don't know. I'm just a kitty.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
You're magical.
Okay.
As you're getting ready to leave,
What's up?
okay, so, they were talking about, you asked about the tomes, right? What we were talking about before?
Mm-hmm.
How?
What's up? It's all right.
No, it's like, because it is important to know know what the tomes are.
Here's towards the back. So you did get thrown into this without any prep work. I just kind of wanted, and I wanted to kind of see how the game ran with someone with no DM experience, no gaming experience like that, being thrown into a
It's
DM
pretty
position.
good. It's like,
Yeah, you're doing great.
I would prefer to have read this beforehand.
Yeah, but
Because
Nah.
there are some things, like, if you go to the child's room, you look around, but it really doesn't say what you do in there. Because... Oh, no, never mind. Here's the child's room. You just have to look for it, I guess.
yeah, and it's usually how that is in all campaign settings.
So, yeah.
It's all in
So
there
As
somewhere.
someone who's new to this, I find the pace is fine because I would be just sitting down to hang out and play a game and.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said,
And
if
the
I...
first time through never takes the time that they say it's gonna take. It's always like 2 or 3
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, you head to the child's room.
Yeah.
But you
Oh.
asked about the tomes, right? What they were talking about before?
Nice.
So what were they talking about before?
Oh, the
books
portals.
or portals.
Something about a portal in here?
Oh, so that you hear from... Oh my gosh.
What was that again?
It's
This
a
is the
different
book
book.
again?
It's a different book.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
her.
It's
Oh, I
The
don't know.
Return of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle.
Arthur Conan Doyle, yep.
It's like, oh, the tomes. Like, sorry, the accent came out really hard right there.
You're adorable.
Aww.
They're the books that have pocket dimensions.
You're gonna have to go over that one more time because I know you're not just talking about pocket dimensions.
Oh yeah, they
Oh, I gotta believe you anyway. I'm gullible.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it depends on the book, of course, but yeah, the portals just lead them to different dimensions.
Okay.
Well, that could be problematic.
Or fun.
I'm pretty sure
It
I
could
saw.
be fun.
I'm pretty sure I saw someone in The Once and Future King by D.H. White a while ago, but that was in the fantasy and sci-fi section. I'm not sure if that's the child section.
Well,
What's in future game? That's an excellent book. Oops, I'm not a
You
character.
can go and you can go and what in the world is that word? Krew.
Oh, the crew?
Oh, okay.
what?
I'm assuming it's like Kitty Crew.
Oh, the Kitty Crew. Okay.
He can take the kitty crew. Yeah.
Yeah, he can take the kitty. I can take you over there, but we have to be sneaky. So what do you
Why do
guys
we have to
want?
be sneaky?
You're cunning.
Wow.
I'm cunning. I'm not quiet.
Sneaky?
Sneak. Okay, we'll sneak. Hey,
As-
keep those digits. Let me get my own decent.
As you are getting ready to leave, Biograph Kingdoms arrives and makes a harsh demand.
Yes.
Ooh. Books of the Display Council says a black and gold book. Oh my goodness. Ramesses.
Explain what they
No.
Ramesses the Great by
Just, okay.
Daira
Yep.
Abbas came in the spirit of a brighter tomorrow. Long have the greatest books of the library, the biographies, been ignored and unread. No longer. We demand to be given given every spot of the lobby display for our use. Now we demand a chance to be read. You okay over
Enemies
there?
of the world unite! We have nothing to lose but your covers.
I mean, it's really interesting. I like this.
It's really cute. Biography.
I'm so done with this game.
Are you okay?
I'm so done with this game.
Jeez.
As you
Clearly, this is still fun for people who play RPGs a lot, so.
as you stand there, you see the council gets in an uproar. Everyone's yelling, and all you can hear is one of the books scream. It is not. The lobby display is not meant for any one kingdom. It's not hoarded by any one genre. This, as it goes on, so the council refused to let the biographies take over the lobby display.
Really? Kingdoms, huh?
So what do you guys do? Because right now the council is just screaming at the biographies
So we
and the
can't go by
biographies.
ourselves? Why not? I'm curious.
Are you just so you're gonna just leave? What? Okay.
Hold on. I want to figure it out later.
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna mess
do
it all
that
up.
To the book that has to take me over to the.
No, because I don't know anything that they know. I'm just trying to figure out. You know what? I'll adjust the power structure of this place later. Let's just move over to the kids section.
Because that's where our humans were.
Yep,
that's
humans.
What we're trying to do.
Humans. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
was
guys go
I
up,
was
you
so
got your
gullible because of that wonderful speech about biographies of the world
Don't
unite.
forget.
You have nothing
Yeah, no,
left
you're
to
free.
lose.
Let's go
but-
find our humans.
Yep, let's go find our humans. Let's go. We're gonna go to the kids section.
As you walk away, the biographies decide to attack the councilman.
Okay, now we have to go back and intervene.
We do?
Yeah.
They stack themselves into a makeshift staircase and to climb atop the lobby display.
Yeah, we gotta go intervene in that.
Okay.
We probably should
I
go
forget why we should do that.
because we need them all alive. Not alive. We need them intact to tell us more stuff.
Okay, so
So we should probably go do something about that.
okay. I'll follow you.
I'm going to go up.
To
I'm going to just go over there. Can you tell me how the mind transference works again?
they're not. I don't think they're living creatures.
Is it how?
Oh, was it a living creature? I thought it was just non-human.
Oh, that's true.
That book just sat there with a Karl Marx-esque attitude. You do not get to tell me it is not a living creature.
It's a magical creature, that's for sure.
If it's a creature, it's alive then.
Okay, so you can project your mind into that of a creature that you can see and take control of their body. You can only control one creature at a time while your body lies helpless.
You have to go away there, so you couldn't come with me.
Cover me. Yeah. So, It's actually a GM rule. Would you allow that my mind transference,
Who are you trying to transfer into?
Ramsey's?
Okay.
Is he the one that was?
Yeah, he was the one that was
going
going on. Yes. No, Ramsey was the one that was going to.
Oh.
Well, he's not by himself. You know that, right? There are
Biographies.
the other biographies are there, and
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
but he's the leader of it.
Okay.
So you're trying to learn? What
No,
he's
the
thinking?
mind transfer lets me take over a creature. So I'm trying to lead the horde away from the people that could help us, and maybe try to. Man, I'm using some really messed up tactics for a kids RPG. I was gonna have them go into the portals, if we could find them.
What gets them to get to the? I think it needs to be simpler though. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
but like if
thinking,
that's an issue all of a sudden because the books can help us, and if we help them, they can help us. So I'm still going to mind transfer into Ramses.
I don't know how to do that.
I
Do you have
need
to
to
roll?
make us. Is there a magical book in the back of that rule book? Now we're checking this one thing.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh.
I don't know because this is such a weird.
I know it's a weird book, but I just want to see if there's a stat block or something. Okay, no, there isn't. I overcomplicated it again. You know why? What save do I have to make
I
to
don't know.
mind control him?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's up to you as the DM. Do you think this is an easy, a normal, or a hard save?
Normal.
All right. So how that's going to work? That's a cunning
Yes.
check to take over, right? It's a mind thing. Plus, I get an additional 2 dice
What?
because it's my magical power.
Got it.
One per
So,
one.
so what were you looking at?
So, I'm going to be trying to take. So I'm going to look down here at the successes. I'm going to try to get a 4 or higher.
With that many dice?
Yeah, but it does depend.
You have 5 dice. You
Yeah.
have to get it for. Oh, you okay? I see what you're saying.
There, that's 3 dice.
Yes.
3 successes. You do it, and I deal 1 owie. Plus, I get a bonus.
What's your bonus?
Mm.
Okay.
Maybe it's your call.
Give him a kitty treat.
I don't think that's a bonus.
A bonus feature for a magical power.
No, just a bonus.
Uh,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
okay.
Does it say in the rulebook what it is?
There's bonus and super bonus. It says.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, can I see the? Let me see. Maybe it's in the back here. Oh, right here, 25 and 31.
Plus 1 die for an earlier success bonus.
The sidebar shows some bonuses your GM might give you. So, that's all right here on the side.
So you could like get an extra die later on or something like that.
Yep. That's all right there on page 25 in the book. So bonuses, super bonuses, just in the book as well. The DM has to know that. So what do you want to give me for this success?
One foe can't cause trouble for some time.
What?
One foe can't cause trouble for some time.
Somebody else. Got it. So, I'm as the book, right? Because I can talk as the book.
You took over his mind.
Yes. Wait.
I'm covering your body.
My fellow biographies, not here. The oppression of them extends to all corners of this library. We must get our fellow allies from the children's section as well to come and aid us in this quest. Come, my brethren, let us go. That's a cunning, right? Or is that cute?
I won't say. I don't think you get any bonuses for being cute.
Okay.
Because you're a different person.
Okay.
So
Workers of the world, unite.
I don't.
But do I succeed? Or do I have to make a roll for that?
The biography books are looking at you confused
Mhm.
because they know that it's not something that would normally be said by Ramesses.
I'm still gonna just lead the charge over to the kids section though.
And leave your body unattended?
No, she's got it.
Okay. Do you leave him?
No, I'm taking him as Ramses over there.
Okay. Well, as you try to step down, one of the books next to you opens another book and speaks a magical incantation.
Temptation.
As the books mutter the strange spell, a glowing vortex on power structures out of the portal of the book. It reaches out to the members of the display council, who suck into the vortex and disappears into the portal.
So the display council's gone and we're left with biographies? Or are you gone through the portal?
I would say because you were, I don't know.
I
'Cause
was
no,
off.
it was the display council.
Yeah, I wasn't on the display council. I walked off.
No, but the display council is the group of books that was there chatting
Yes.
when we got there.
Yes.
Oh, I think you're supposed to go with them.
All right. So I think we all just got sucked into the portal. Then. All right.
Yeah,
We're all sucked into the portal.
yeah. It says that you all get sucked in. And hold on. The swells of color surround you as you fall into the portal. As you are swelling, your mind telekinesis breaks, so you're now back in your own body. The sound of clanking chains and groaning metal grows louder and louder until it suddenly stops. You stand in a concrete jail. The exit portal spins slowly shut behind you.
Okay.
Large iron doors fill the hall. Someone has placed a short stepladder leading to the handle of one of these doors. A set of iron keys rests on the top step of the ladder. In front of you is the talking biography book titled The Real Blackbeard. The scrunched up face of the cover seems surprised to see you.
What?
What just happened?
What just happened?
We got sucked into the portal and they're like, what are the cats doing there? We're here.
So-
Human.
So as you work, the Blackbeard tosses all the other books into an empty cell and locks the door behind them.
So wait, are we locked into a cell right now? Because you said there was a bench with or a ladder or something with the leading up to the key.
This prison, so all the books that fell in with you, so all the display counters are all locked up in the cell, as was Ramesses, because Blackbeard didn't know he was the difference. He just got told lock up all the books.
Okay.
As he's finished doing this, the real Blackbeard comes towards you to try and lock you into a cell.
No.
Run.
Run.
Oh,
What?
there's talking book status. It has something.
Oh, yes, I was wondering about.
Okay.
So it is actually in here.
Okay, cool.
What is it?
The talking
It's-
books have a stack block. So, so in RPGs, oftentimes monsters, non-player characters will have what's called a stat block. What it is, it's a bunch of information about that particular monster. So in this case, these are called foes. These foes all have a stat block for their talking books. It tells you what it is, the creature type, the different stats that it has, the saves that it needs.
So this has the owie limit, the cute difficulty, the cunning difficulty, and the fierce difficulty.
And it was so that roll I had to make had to beat that cunning difficulty, right?
Yeah, that was 4, not
And-
3.
I still made it.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
I want out.
So-
Oh, the books are coming towards us.
Blackbeard is coming towards you. Yes.
So
He's since you were disoriented from your mind transfer, you're closer to him, so he tries to grab you.
friend, help!
This is where I'm not good at this.
It's fine. No, this is
I'm not
chaos.
as good at the acting part of it. I just want to figure out the puzzle. This is like
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
The puzzle's pretty good in this one.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna just.
To attack, you have to use the fierce.
How about
I'm fierce 2.
No.
You're fierce 1.
I have to basically I deal 1 owie if trying to, but there's a I'm not a very I are not fighter. I are not fierce.
I have a 2 for fierce. Is that better? I'm gonna have to fight him, right? Or,
Do you want to fight Blackbeard? Wait. That's fine.
I don't know. This is the stuff I don't understand.
Alright, so what this is going on right now is we're going into let's go into combat. So you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll swipe at him with my cat claw.
Okay, so he has a level 4.
That wins.
Okay,
So
you do 1 hour.
I do on the purple sheet, it's 1 success equals a success, but I do it, I deal 1 owie if trying to.
Okay.
But there's a complication.
Okay. So the complication is you also suffer a 1 hour.
Aww.
Aww. Let me get some smaller dice to stand in for that. Alright, so that's what I did. Now it's your turn.
Well, you did 1 hour.
Yeah.
He only has 1 hour.
Well, that means that anything else now is an injury.
So how do I know when he's injured?
So on this stat, any other owies he get is going to be an injury.
And how do I know how many injuries he gets?
Once he gets basically 3, he can't do anything.
Okay.
Because once you take 1, you subtract 1 dice from that.
Okay.
Let me. This is mechanics thing. So let me go ahead and take a look at it. Or do you got it?
Oh, I got it. So what do you want to do? Because we're not going to roll for initiative. We're just going to go around.
Okay.
So I should swipe at him too, right? Yes, let's swipe it.
Blackbeard. So you have to roll.
Roll 2 fierce dice.
Yes, because you have 2.
I do. I have 2 fierce.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice. So you get. Okay, you do 1 more hour.
Just like I hoped until 1 hour.
So he's now down to 2 health.
Well, so he took 2 owies, right?
Yes.
And his limit is 1.
It says yeah.
Okay.
Hour limit is 1. So
Alright.
he's down to 2 health.
Now he's down to 2 injuries. Yes.
Injuries, yes.
All right.
So
now it's his turn.
so because you're closer, he's gonna try and cause 1 owie with a paper cut.
Okay.
And that's 4.
Minus 2.
Minus
He's got
2.
2 injuries. That's how combat works. So they only roll 2
Why are you using the other dice?
because I needed more dice.
No, you didn't.
Ah.
So he successed 1, but he failed the other.
Okay, so he only has 1 success. So he deals 1, but there's a complication on his behalf.
Yeah. So he also gets another owie. So
So I'm now at my owie limit.
1 more hit and he'll be
He's,
defeated.
He's at 3 injuries now too, right? Or
Yeah, he's at 3 right now.
but he's not out. Is that the deal?
He has 1 more and then he'll be out. 1 more and he'll be defeated.
All right.
Are you gonna do it? Or you want me to? I have the 2 fierce.
I will swipe.
Ooh. Okay.
I will
so
use the kitty token.
kitty token means he gets a reroll.
Okay.
Nice.
1 success, but there's also a complication.
Oh, you get another
Yeah.
owie. I don't know why you let me do it.
Yeah, you do 1 more owie. You get 1 more owie. I don't know how you heal.
We'll figure that out. I feel like that's after you take a rest, you get rid of
Okay.
owies. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and
You
spend.
can use a kitty treat to avoid taking an injury.
That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's been defeated, and so you guys go and grab the keys and let out the other books.
Success.
Owie.
I'll leave.
Okay, I'm gonna lock him in a cell,
Okay.
and I want to take a rest and heal.
All right. So as you look, you see that the portal is still open. You decide to do what?
What if humans are down here? Is Blackbeard still conscious?
No,
No.
he's been defeated. He's out.
Oops.
Oh, it was Blackbeard that we defeated?
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Before we asked him? Let's go.
You know.
Bad guys.
It's okay. Should we go back out? Look for humans out there, or look around
the
in here?
children's section?
Or
are
should
they
we look
gonna
in here?
around?
Maybe they were in here.
Porter's still open for now, right?
Yeah, let's get out of here. We can come back here always. We'll ask Ramses on the way back out.
Yeah, because Ramsey's going with you too.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to stick here.
Okay.
Stay here.
Yeah, okay.
So then let's
Hop through the portal?
hop through the portal.
Okay, as you hop out, you see that the biographies have decided that it wasn't really worth.
And they'd be right.
So they've been mulling around because their leader wasn't there to tell them what to do, and Ramsey just kind of sulks off because he didn't like being put in prison. So what do you guys do now?
Well, I'm hurt.
Okay, well, actually, that is the end of scene 1.
Okay. Cool.
So if you want, we can stop.
Yeah, let's go ahead and quote it there then. So that's a whole session, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was a whole RPG session for this.
It had some
so
fighting.
Cute. I want to read
So
the book.
cute.
I, wanna
I
what
know.
happens.
No, you can't. You gotta go through it. You gotta organically do it.
So
Now
we're
the
gonna
one,
have to have more sessions.
Oh yeah.
the only question I have, can I get that rule book one more time? Let me see about how to get rid of owies.
Yeah. How to get rid of owies and
26 and 45.
but I like this. And for a first role playing, yeah, it was a little bit confusing, but that was mostly because I read slow, so I had to try and read as I went. But for overall, I like the display. It's very easy to see. And the monsters aren't that hard to read. And it's just really interesting. I like the fact that they give you examples on what to say for certain areas. Because I know I would be clueless about how to describe some things.
Okay. So about healing the owies. -1 injury at the end of the scene you suffered it,
Okay.
which I already did. -1 owie for 1 player on a success bonus. Okay. -1 injury to myself, or -1 owie for everyone on a super success bonus.
Which you didn't have.
No. -1 to 2 owies or injuries using the healing magical power, which no one has.
Got it.
-1 owie using a foe's healing reaction. And owies or injuries reset to 0 at the episode's start. This needs the GM approval.
This is not, and at this point, it's not the end of the episode, it's the end of the scene.
Right.
So we still have 3 more scenes to get through.
Okay.
So he would still be injured. He would just be injured for 2 instead of 1.
Okay, here's
At
the
3.
thing. At the end of a scene where a kitty suffers... At the end of a scene where a kitty suffers an injury, the kitty recovers from 1 injury.
Yes.
Erase the injury from your character sheet. If your kitty was knocked out, this means you also wake up, but since your injuries no longer equal your highest attribute. But you might be in a whole other heap of trouble when that happens.
So that's why they suggest using pencils. Is
Yeah.
that way you can erase and see. For right now, we want to put this away, but we can't say who has what injury. So
Okay. And then the kitty treats, we get more of those basically at your discretion if we use our flaw upgrade.
got it.
Do you remember how? So one of our friends that does this, Hector, he has these chips he gives up during his play for his RPG.
Those are fun.
Yeah, basically they let you do a re-roll, little miscellaneous stuff. but he gives those out based on how well you play.
Or if we do a fundraiser.
Or we do something really silly,
That
like
too.
in the game, that like basically little bonus. So that's kind of what these are.
We might end up doing another session
That's fine. We
of
can do
this
that. I think.
and just keep going until we finish the episode.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
actually
not
a
mind
really fun
doing
RPG.
that.
I like it. Yeah.
I would not mind doing that. So stay tuned. We might have a part 2 coming along.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
Keep all of our stuff together.
Cool.
And,
We can just put it in the box because
Yep.
all right.
right now no one's playing because you know
Okay.
COVID.
Well, I'm intrigued, and I've never played a role-playing game because they've been intimidating to me.
Yes.
So this is not in the least intimidating. It's cute.
It's
in a world-
hilarious.
It's in a world that's not intimidating to me. Like D&D is way intimidating to me. So this is cute.
Okay.
That's my take.
So yeah, that was. Yeah. No, I like it. I do enjoy it. So yeah, that was Magical Kitties Save the Day, part 1, I guess now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and log off now. If you have any questions, come on in. I would be more than happy to tell you my in-depth experiences about it. Or if you just got questions about RPGs in general, Pathfinder, Starfinder, D&D.
The Fate stuff.
The
We have
Fate
all
stuff.
kinds
We
of
got all kinds of
RPGs
RPG. If you got-
besides D&D and Pathfinder too.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff.
Traditional.
Non-traditional. You name it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Different. There are tons of different modules out there too.
Yep.
So many different.
So also come in and say hi to the goblin.
Oh, what's his
yes.
name again?
You're
You're gonna have to say it.
No, Ron. I already
No,
did.
it's not no, Ron.
No, it's now. Now work cow. You're just doing that. Now work cow. Now work cow.
Now work.
Cow.
Now work
Black
out.
Rowan, backwards.
There are
What's the
planeswalkers
winner?
with easier names than that. Okay. So you guys all have fun. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys next week.
You're looking at the wrong.
I'm looking at that camera as
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Huh. I forgot that was yours.
Tell me how to do my job. Bye.
Bye.
Bye guys.